Right. Jude Bellingham contract duration at Real Madrid has been revealed, and obviously Fabrizio Romano, and there is another one called, is it Felix Diaz, the other correspondent coming in from Spain, that first broke the story, and then Fabrizio Romano went ahead to confirm it. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. It's the football news show as we talk. Manuel Ugarte to Chelsea. Looks like Chelsea are doing everything to really hijack the deal, because PSG are willing to offer money, but Chelsea might be having a lot to offer to the player and to the club of Sporting Lisbon, where Manuel Ugarte plays right now. Let's see close to 100 likes smash on the video. This is Rokani David, and sadly enough, Recce James season comes to an end. Frank Lampard has gone ahead to confirm that, and even Recce James has gone ahead to issue out statement on how his season has gone ahead to end like that. Beautiful right back. To me, he's the best right back in the league. That is the Premier League. But his inconsistency doesn't really put him in that ilk of being the most important player or the best right back in the league. And if at all he could be consistent, he would go all out there to be the best right back in the world. Now, let's start it off with Manuel Ugarte. Manuel Ugarte, a story has been reported by Bruno Andrade that Chelsea have entered the bidding with PSG for Manuel Ugarte. The two agreed to pay a release clause of 60 million euros. Internally, they reinforced the idea that the Uruguayan player will have the last word, and both projects are on the table. That is it. So, as we came in here, PSG are the first to go into this race of Manuel Ugarte, but Chelsea went ahead to try to come in and really hijack it. You know how they did it to Arsenal. They hijacked Mikhailo Modric, and very many Arsenal fans were disgusted. So Chelsea look like they don't have a sporting director, according to me, according to their deeds. They don't have sporting directors because they just hear that this club is interested in such and such a player, and they come in with all their money. That's the problem with the likes of Chelsea. But Manuel Ugarte, £60 million real clause has been really agreed with Chelsea and PSG. Now, the two teams are really trying to come into a bidding war to find themselves in a position of who is going to offer a better deal to the player. And it's all resting in the hands of the player, but however much is resting in the hands of the player, after Chelsea noticing that they might lose the battle, guess what Chelsea have gone ahead to tell Sporting Lisbon? Now, via RMC Sport and Ebola, RMC Sport is a French outlet, and Ebola comes in from Portugal, have told us that Chelsea could beat PSG in the race for Manuel Ugarte by offering to pay his 60 million euro release clause, plus adding bonuses to Sporting Lisbon. In addition, Chelsea would be open to leaving him on loan with Portuguese club for one more season. So, when you look at Chelsea, this is what they do. You know, when they really knew that Arsenal could match Arsenal had made a bid of 100 million euros that Shakhtar Donetsk was really willing to offer, to sell the player. They went in and added on more incentives to convince the player, giving him a very huge salary. Arsenal was giving him 50 million. Arsenal was giving him £50,000 a week, and Chelsea offered him close to £100,000 a week. That is times two. Arsenal was offering him. They went ahead to really even tell Shakhtar that we'll play a friendly game with you, and the amount of money that comes out of that game will be really sent into the Ukraine war. That is Chelsea for you. So right now, they are doing the same thing on Manuel Ugarte. They are trying to add bonuses to Sporting Lisbon and leave the player on loan at the Portuguese club for one more season, like they did to Nkunku. For Nkunku, it was a permanent deal, and they let him there, and they let him stay at RB Leipzig for close to a full season, and is going to join Chelsea in the summer of 2023. That is it. But who is Manuel Ugarte? Manuel Ugarte is a defensive midfielder who plays for Sporting Lisbon, and he is a Uruguayan professional footballer. That's it. He's quite young, 22 years of age, 1.8 meters tall, and is really one of the best that I've gonna hate to replace the likes of, is it Paulinho? I think Paulinho and Nunes. Their departure has given him a very good display this season. He's gonna hate to play 31 games this season in the Premier La Liga, that's the League of Portugal, and 0 goals, 0 assists. Can't not really rate a CDM the goals he score. But in the UEFA Europa League, I was gonna hate to play 4 games. So in the Champions League, he played 6 games. He has gonna hate to play a total of close to 50 games this season. That shows you that he's not an injury-prone player. And Chelsea are in for the midfielder, and they want to get him out of the way. Remember, Chelsea lost Jorginho and brought in Enzo Fernandez, and they are going to make a very huge a very good offload in this summer as Pochettino comes in through. And Manuel Ugarte might come in through or come in next season, but it's another indicator that Mason Mount is a midfielder that is really going to leave, having failed to agree to sign a new deal with Chelsea, and is fancying a move away out of Chelsea. So that is the update about Manuel Ugarte, but PSG is also fighting their way out to get the player because they're having Verratti, a player who wants out of PSG, and obviously has been injury prone, and he's not going to hate to offer the best that they deserve. And this symbolizes exactly what PSG is really looking on this season. They are looking to build a team not to build individuals in the team. You know, they've tried out Messi, Neymar, Verratti, Sergio Ramos, Mbappe. It has not worked out. You better have one star player acting as the poster boy, that is Kylian Mbappe. Then you really add on other 10 players that are really the supporting system of this poster boy, that is Kylian Mbappe. And I think that's what Mbappe is going in for, and that's why he's staying at PSG for at least one more season to really win them the Champions League. Now, let's leave Manuel Ugarte there and let's join the talk of Jude Bellingham, a player that's going to hate to agree personal terms with Real Madrid, as the man has not been revealed to us on how much he's going to be earning, the exact figure, but we now know exactly what the duration of the contract is going to be for Jude Bellingham. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed to us that Jude Bellingham's contract at Real Madrid will be valid until 2029. Salary will improve season by season. Part of that will be linked to team player bonuses. Focus on Borussia Dortmund title race, then time to sign the documents after personal terms agreed in April. Now, the most important bit of this is all about the duration of the contract. 6 years at Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham, 19 years of age. That means his contract will elapse in 2029. He's willing to spend his entire 6 seasons at Real Madrid, but I doubt whether he'll accomplish those seasons. I believe the appetite for him to join the Premier League is going to be increasing after his 3-year spell at Real Madrid, and I think he'll be looking for a move to come to the Premier League, because when you look at the Liga, it's really weakening season in, season out, and this player would love to go in and really come and play into the Premier League. His first priority was to come on and play for Liverpool, but Liverpool failed to qualify for the Champions League, and they couldn't raise money to sign Jude Bellingham, whose deal could amount to 130 million pounds, meaning that Madrid are going to pay 100 million pounds guaranteed fees all up front. Then the 30 million pounds will come in as add-ons later in the season. But good player. Madrid have gone ahead to go to themselves, because he is really a player that every elite manager would want. You've had Ten Hag going in for him. Man City wanted to go in for him, but he said no to Man City because he's not assured of their future as a team, because they are not built onto a firm foundation, according to Jude Bellingham. Liverpool wanted the player, Arsenal wanted the player, Barcelona wanted the player. And if at all Barcelona had the money, I think they would have gone ahead to sit down Madrid and obviously talk to the player, that is Jude Bellingham. But let's wait and see how that's going to happen. Jude Bellingham to a side known as Real Madrid. A deal is done and a bid is incoming. Borussia Dortmund is going to play Mainz on Sunday, and after that game, Madrid next week, they'll go in and really make a bid to sign Jude Bellingham, of which they are not going to miss out onto that player. They are going to get him to strengthen their midfield. And who is going to be benched out of that midfield? Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, Valverde, let's wait and see. But it looks like it might be more of Bellingham, Tchouaméni, and Camavinga next season, because they have to phase out that midfield and obviously get in a new midfield. Absolute deal, good deal for Real Madrid, because this player is really magnificent and exceptional, and they are pushing hard to come back hard and win the league and the Premier League and La Liga, because last season they never won the league, they never won the Champions League, they only won the Copa del Rey, that is Real Madrid, and they want to come back hard next season. That's why they are strengthening. Now, Niza Kinsella, Chelsea correspondent for Standard Sport, has confirmed to us that Frank Lampard confirms that Reece James has had a setback, his recovery from hamstring injury, and is having scans. Mason Mount is a major doubt for potential Stamford Bridge send-off versus Newcastle. Now, Reece James, to me, he's one of the decent right backs that we have in the Premier League, but injuries have been part of his story this season. He's an injury-prone player. He missed out on the World Cup because of injury, and I think it was a very huge blow to the performances of England. That's it. Having Reece James playing onto the right side gives you a lot. Remember, he's good defensively and good going forward, and he's a player that you would reckon with against every opponent, whether fast, slow, skilled, you know, he can really sit them down. Reece James is really a very good player, but the way he has been on and off this season at Chelsea, he just requires the right treatment at the club of Chelsea. Having gotten back like 3 weeks back on the grass, trying to run and obviously get back to the first team, Frank Lampard has gone ahead to make a huge announcement that the player has gotten what we call a setback and is out of the Chelsea squad that is going to play Newcastle on Sunday. Now, Reece James, after that confirmation, has gone ahead and really issued a statement, and Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead to bring it to us. He has told us that I won't be back for the last game. It has been tough for me. I'm sorry this season hasn't gone as we all wanted. Next season I'll be back stronger and ever. I'll be back stronger than ever, and we will be back fighting for trophies. That is Reece James for you. When you look at Reece James and his injuries, it really raises lots of questions onto the physio team of Chelsea. Something needs to be done, you know. If at all Eduardo Mendy is having recurring injuries, Thiago Silva, Cucurella, Ben Chilwell, Zakaria, Raheem Sterling, Mason Mount, close to 13 players of Chelsea have been having recurring injuries, meaning that the problem is with the physio team of Chelsea. And I think that is one of the things that Pochettino should deal with first. You know, Xavi did it at Barcelona and he got positive results. He needs to do it. He needs to deal with it and obviously tell us exactly what the problem is, because these players are really getting recurring injuries. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Tell me your thoughts about Ugarte to Chelsea. I welcome in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about Bellingham 6-year contract at Real Madrid, and do you think he's going to accomplish it at Real Madrid all at around 3 years or midway of the contract will want to leave for the Premier League? And lastly, what do you make of Reece James' injury proneness at Chelsea? I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Muslim friends, Ramadan Kareem. Me out.